Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SIT, Study in Turkey. This is your host, Dr. Yavuz Selim SILAY, physician, entrepreneur, and venture architect. I'm really thrilled and excited because we are doing this show and really bringing our African brothers and sisters the true opportunities of studying in Turkey. And today, I have International Students Services Association's Africa coordinator, ZEHRA ULUBAŞ, with us. ZEHRA is a really phenomenal lady, a great person who studied trade and business. She was born in Paris, and now she's in Turkey doing a great job representing ISSA in Africa. ZEHRA ULUBAŞ, welcome to our show.
Thank you so much.
So honored to have you today. I'm really thrilled and excited that you were able to join us today.
Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity too. It's a great pleasure for us to being here.
Thank you, ZEHRA. So, ZEHRA, we know you very well, but for our viewers, can you tell a little bit about who ZEHRA ULUBAŞ is?
Okay, first of all, just with the outbreak of the coronavirus, I just want to say a short message to everyone. If you just giving me, thank you. We just hope that everyone is good health right now from every corner of the world, and we just hope the end of this virus, who just invited all around the world, absolutely, and the end of this as soon as possible.
Absolutely.
And for the question about who I am a Turkish girl who was born and grew up in France, and I had some difficulties here because I have a headscarf, and being a religious people in Europe is a little bit
very challenging.
Yes, challenging. And when it came to my university, yes, I just choose to move here in order to facilitate my life. Excellent. Because I'm Muslim, alhamdulillah, and I have to do my prayer 5 times in a day, and it's really difficult to do this in France. So in order to facilitate my life, I just choose to come back to my own country. Great job. And yes, I feel that there is more freedom here comparing to France. And I just spent my 19 years in France, so I know French, Turkish, and English because I'm graduated from French and English literature. And after I'm graduated from the Department of International Trade and Business in Ankara Yıldırım Beyazıt University. And after just 2 months of my graduation, I just started as an English teacher in a private college.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you so much. It was a great experience and good opportunity for me. And just, the life of job, in order to know about this, it was a great and big opportunity for me. And so I was just surrounded by many children, and it was really great. And
you have a great energy. I'm sure with the children, it's going to be only much better, for sure.
They're always saying that we just want to play with you every time because of my energy. Yes, thank you so much. And after I started 4 months ago to work with ISSA, which is International Student Service Association. I am an African coordinator, and I just help, there is not only English language we're speaking in Africa, there is more than 30 countries who speak in French.
Absolutely.
So it is really important to know, to speak and to communicate with them in French.
For sure.
So I'm here just in order to facilitate their communication,
excellent,
to give information about Turkey's university, help for their enrollment in the universities, and just give the requirements that Turkey wants from the foreign students to be accepted here. Yes.
Excellent. So I want to find out, why did you choose international trade and business? What drive you to that?
Okay, this time I didn't have so much, choice because I was just interested in international affairs, but my points were already good only for international trade. But I was also interested because it was, composed of many different cultures.
For sure.
And so I'm coming from France, so there is a lot of cultures here too. Excellent. So I love to discover new cultures, to understand, to be open-minded with others. Excellent. So I choose to in order to develop our countries, to help my country to be more bigger economy in the world. Excellent. I just choose this department.
Excellent. We're honored to have you on behalf of Natural TV and ITV. I hope we can work together as well, because you have really rich background, both a native French speaker as well as English and Turkish. So I hope we can also do great collaborations together.
We hope to.
So getting back to the current situation, ISSA is a very important organization. But before getting into ISSA, I want to get your take on currently, how do you see the current trade relations between Turkey, Africa, and the rest of the world? And not just trade, but also from a student and teacher's perspective, because you are at the core of coordinating the international student services affairs in Africa. How do you see the current situation? Is there a big interest to Turkey, to study in Turkey? And how do you see it evolving? Is it going to get better, more frequent, or less?
Okay, we have to know that Turkey has started to become a big center of education in such a short time, but I think that it is not enough. The foreign students is not enough in Turkey. Of course, in the big cities we have many foreigners, but I think that we need to collaborate more with African countries in order to get more foreign students here. And as I mentioned before, we have to know that there is many countries who speak in French.
Sure.
And the first thing that student asks me is, do we have any universities that give education in French? I'm sorry, but I have just to say no, because the international language is English, and as we are in Turkey, we speak in Turkish, so it is the two options.
Absolutely.
And it's really hard for them because they can really not communicate in English. So I think we have to widespreadly the French language in our country. And I think that the academicians and university have to do more research about Africa, especially, in order to increase the number of foreign students here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And when you look at it, we always say Africa and Turkey are two brothers and sisters. They fall apart, and now they are getting back together. Because historically, there are many ties between Turkey and Africa. So people like yourself, who are Francophone, who knows French and English and multicultural, open-minded, are really the ambassadors who can combine for the world peace as well as for enhancing the relationship, trade, economy, and all of them, inshallah.
Absolutely, yes, inshallah.
So, ZEHRA, when you look from a perspective of ISSA, let's talk about ISSA. What is the vision of ISSA, and where do you see it going? What have you done so far, and where do you want to go as ISSA?
Okay, ISSA is, as I said before, International Student Service Association. So we have a vision as to increase the number of foreign students coming to Turkey. And so we are organizing fairs, seminars, and we were visiting schools in African countries. But however, because of the virus, we just had to make some research about online seminars, and we study on them. And right now, each month, we are giving in French and English webinars oriented to the foreign students in Africa.
Wonderful. And
we are growing each day. And we hope that the number will increase in such a short time.
Excellent. I have seen the webinars, and I know Dursun Aydın, who is also very active as the president. Yes. So ISSA is a very important organization to build and enhance the international students and enrich their perspectives in Turkey to learn as well as in Africa. So thanks for doing this great job.
Thank you.
When we look at the current educational environment, what is the current trend? Do you see more digital education happening, or do you see homeschooling? With this fragmented situation, and discussions of how the school will reopen, will it be half day or will it be in turn, some online, some offline? At the end, nothing beats human-to-human contact, and as a teacher as well, it's especially. From pre-education, elementary and high school, you're not only learning things, but you're also learning skills of interaction. So online cannot cut it. This is my opinion. So maybe in university and other levels, because you have a structure, you can do more online. This is what I'm thinking, unless the technology enhances. But what is your opinion on the digital education, homeschooling, and where is it going right now?
I totally agree with you, because as a teacher, we know the importance of to be in touch with the children and with the students. So even for the university students, you know, we must have a social life, and we as a human being, we need this.
Absolutely.
And of course, we are just entering to a new area, which is a digital area, but we have to, you know, to live with maybe two of them, and we have to improve our technologies, maybe in order to, you know, be in every corner of the world, and to speed our information to make our more, you know, like, how can I say, knowable to others, in order to, yes, to spread, you know, in a short time. Absolutely. Everywhere. Yes.
So reaching people, and we are hearing in Africa especially, people are not going, and because they are not affording for their food or their basic needs, they are cutting their kids from the school. So it's a hard time, and they say more and more kids are, unfortunately, will be off the school, which is worrying as well. On one hand, we want to protect our health, but on the other hand, how can we grow and educate our youth, which is very important, especially for Africa, which is a very young continent. And so your role, ISSA'S role, is very important in that sense, for them to be hope for their population, to be a bridge to grow and become global leaders that can help their countries as well.
Yes, absolutely. We want to, you know, to support their rights here and to help them to have an education here. And I think that especially the Turkey government should support the foreign student, especially the successful one, you know, to have education here in a good conditions. And they can just have, like me, an advantage, you know, to discover these beautiful countries, and that we are an open-minded country, and we are the tolerance country of the world.
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely, ZEHRA.
Yeah.
There is more than 140,000 African students now in Turkey, and there are more than 210 universities in Turkey. And YÖK, the Higher Education Council, is doing actually a fair between July 20th and July 22nd, an online fair, including all of the universities. So whoever wants to attend between July 20th and 22nd, they can log in, and then they can see all the universities in Turkey as well. It's an online where they take the umbrella of YÖK, and ISSA'S role is very important in that sense as well. So I will go for a commercial break with your permission, and after the break, we'll talk more about ISSA, its activities, your vision, and how things will evolve with your hard work. Is that okay?
Okay, of course it's okay.
Thank you. Thank you, ZEHRA. Ladies and gentlemen, I have ZEHRA ULUBAŞ, who is the Africa coordinator for ISSA Edu Turkey. And she's doing a phenomenal job as a person who was born in Paris. And she knows English, French, and Turkish, and really building, enhancing the culture, and especially for the French-speaking students who are coming from Africa. Please contact these numbers directly and reach to ZEHRA ULUBAŞ as well as myself, so we can help you on behalf of International Student Affairs Services organization. I'm really thrilled and excited. Please stay tuned, and we'll be right back after this commercial break. Take care and all the best. Bye. Welcome back to SIT, Study in Turkey, the best educational show in Africa. I'm really thrilled and excited. I have ZEHRA ULUBAŞ from Lyon. She is doing a great job and adapted to Turkey and really doing a phenomenal work in Africa under ISSA as the Africa coordinator for education in Turkey. And actually I'm trying to convince her to work with us as well as I speak here. Because these multicultural backgrounds are very important to enhance populations around the world. Me, myself, who lived in Germany for 7 years, 14 in the United States, I really admire people with multicultural background because they are really looking from a much bigger perspective. So today, We're continuing back with ZEHRA ULUBAŞ. ZEHRA, welcome back again.
Thank you so much.
I'm really excited that you're here and able to share your view. Someone coming from Lyon, native speaker of French and English, and really getting a good education in Turkey. So you yourself, you are an example of how to actually study in Turkey.
Yes.
So this is great, and now you're a teacher.
Yes.
Let's start with someone right now in Ghana, or in Cameroon, or in Nigeria, or in Congo DC. They are alone watching this show. What should they do step by step to get an education in Turkey? Can you give a general view?
Okay, first of all, the students from different countries have to know about which department they desire to study in, because when they are making registration, we are just asking, the first question is, which department do you want? Because it is with this first information that we are collaborating with universities.
Sure.
So you have to know which department you want firstly, and after you have to select about Turkish and English, because in Turkey the majority of education language are Turkish and English.
Yes.
So they have to choose one of these two languages here. And for those who don't have any knowledge about any of these two languages, they have to make 1 year of preparation in English or Turkish after the decision. And we are just helping from our website to make a pre-registration which help them without coming to Turkey to make the registration, and we are just receiving an email from them, and with a reference number we are just sending a letter to different universities, at least 3 universities, and just asking about the acceptance of the students. So the
website is issa.org, is that correct?
Is eduinturkey.com.
Eduinturkey.com.
Yes.
Okay. There's also ISSA website, but
yes,
we are inviting them to eduinturkey.com.
Yes.
Excellent, excellent.
And for any sort of questions, for the requirements, they can reach us via our WhatsApp number or our social medias. We also have a YouTube channel. Excellent. They can just, reach about information, the question here. And we have, in a specific way, all the questions on our website.
Great.
And we can help them, to see, to have the needed information from there. And after, how they have to do. And the important point is, of course, we are in Turkey, so the university can only understand in Turkish or English here. Sure. So we need the translation of the necessary documents in English or Turkish. I think that English will be easy for them. So we are just waiting for them to just translate the documents in English, and after to make a registration, because when we are sending the documents to the university, they just send us a message and saying that it's not accepted because we don't understand the documents. And so it is a really important point to translate first of all the documents, and they just need about identity picture, passport picture, the translation of all the grades that they had in each courses, and the diplomas that they get, the degree that they have, and that's all. It's enough to do a registration from our website. And after this, we will just be the intermediary here in order to get the acceptance of the students in one of the 3 universities that we are selecting from the best ones for the students.
Excellent.
Yes.
So all they need to do is go to eduinturkey.com,
yes,
and then register.
Yes,
in English or Turkish, and then from there you will support them and give them options for registration.
Yes.
So ladies and gentlemen, do not miss this opportunity. I know you're sending you WhatsApp messages directly asking scholarship and other things. So this is your opportunity. Go to eduinturkey.com and also register with your information in English or Turkish, and then ZEHRA and her team will be able to support you to provide you the best options in Turkey.
Yes.
This is great. And okay, let's say I want a higher chance of acceptance. And I want to learn Turkish as an African student in Ghana. Do I choose Turkish? Like, even if I send my documents in English, can I have a choice of Turkish? Because let's say I want to learn Turkish for a year and then start. Can I do that even though my documents are in English?
Of course, just the documents are just helping to be understandable from the universities about the information that the students give to us.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only for the acceptance. And after this, they can just choose Turkish, of course,
Excellent.
if they desire.
Usually they have preparatory year of Turkish, so you end up learning another language.
Yes.
And there was a study at the American Academy of Neurology. If you know 3 language versus 2 language, you have 50% less chance of getting dementia or Alzheimer's. So the more language you know, the more culture you know, but also it helps your health,
Yes.
So
it's great for us, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, okay, then how does it go? How long does it take? Are there any periods? Like, if they apply, now we're in July, can they apply now? Many rollings continue until December now because they extended the schools, I believe, right?
Yes.
And also, I was hosting another gentleman here from Bolu Abant University, Ahmet Ural, Professor Ahmet Ural. He was telling me some students focus on the first registration and then they miss the post period, which maybe there are contingents available that you are not using the seats. Does that happen as well?
Yes, of course. Okay, I just want to say that, of course, there is a period, but before this, we have to know that in Turkey, we have 2 sort of universities. We have state ones and private ones.
Okay.
And with public ones, it's really difficult to get an acceptance, from here for the foreign students because it takes so long to be acceptable. So we are in majority working with private or foundation universities here, which it take at minimum of 15 days. It can go on to 20 at maximum, and it's sure to be accepted at the end of the registration and the documents that we're sending to the universities. There is 100% to be accepted in the universities. And for those who choose to study in public university, they just have to know that here you have to pass a yes exam, which is just dedicated for foreign students. And in order to be accepted in the public universities, they have to get a good score, of course, from here.
And YÖS is checking their Turkish or their...
It's a knowledge of language and mathematics, the basic of everything.
Are they conducting those in Yunus Emre institutes across
We are
across
in collaboration with the institute, and we are also doing an online from our website.
Excellent.
And we are giving this service to the students too.
Beautiful.
And for those who choose, but we have to know that for those who choose public universities, because of the hard side of the acceptance, we have to take a fees, which is just depending on which university we are registering.
Sure.
But with the private one, we don't taking any fees, but we can make a reduction on the education fees, and we help for the majority of the steps and to be accepted in a good condition to the universities. And so yes, that's all I can say here.
So YÖS is a requirement, but can they still apply before the YÖS, or should they take the YÖS and apply?
They cannot. Okay. It's an obligation, it's a mandatory to take a YÖS exam for the majority of public universities here. And after they have, it means that if you have a high score, you can just be a part of the good brand universities of Turkey. So I just suggest to have a high score on this exam and just have more chance to be accepted in public university, in state universities. But don't forget that for the private one, we can make a reduction until 75% on your education fees.
Excellent.
Yes.
So it can also provide them scholarship.
Yes, it's a sort of scholarship because we have a reduction on the education fees. Yes.
So how many times in a year they can enter YÖS?
Okay, they organize 2 times in a month. Right now they are starting, and it's already start. And I think that for the next month we have 2. And the last one, I forgot the date. Sure. I'm sorry. But each month they try to organize and in order to help. Yes, you know, because of the virus,
Sure.
everything was just cancelled. Yes,
but they can do online as well, which is
yes,
good.
it's on online, but you have some rules to respect because you know it's an exam, so you don't have the right to have your friends.
It's not an open book exam.
Yes, it's not open book exam, and many of the students was it's really sad, but. Just on the camera, we are seeing the students. So the exam was just, cancelled because we saw that he's just, taking out or just get information from the others, and you cannot because it is. You have just imagine that it is an exam, and you have to continue the rules of this exam, like in normal life, at school. Yes.
So getting back to the ISSA'S services in Africa, and a student, then they got the years, they got 3 universities. Can they get acceptance to more than 1 university, or do they get acceptance to only 1?
When you get, okay, I will accept the step. Firstly, we send information to the universities, and after, how I say, like 15 or 20 days, we receive an acceptance letter, and we are just sending to the students. After they can choose among these 3, and they have to pay the amount that they are asking for, and it is the final registration stay for the student. Yes. Excellent.
And then they register, and then they come here. So when they come, you came from Lyon. How did you solve accommodation? Which city to go, transportation, food, culture, climate? What were the challenges you have, and how did you adapt? And what are your tips that you can recommend for our African brothers and sisters?
Okay, first of all, for my period, 4 years ago, I didn't have this chance, to go on a website and to make a registration for myself. Maybe there was, but I was not, I didn't know that it was ongoing in this way. And hopefully there was a friend of my father who just helped me for every step here. And yeah, it was a good opportunity for me. I had this chance, but with the foreign students, now you have us. We will help you, for every step. And you can feel comfortable with us and just reach us from, website number or social medias. We'll just help you for any kind of information. And after the acceptance from one of the universities, of course, in order to be, for the loyalty of the students, of course, a university will keep, in hand their students. So, of course, they will help to make a registration on a dormitory, help for giving any information. If there is a need, there will be, of course, be here for you. Don't be worried, and I just want to say, come here, and yes, they have to come here and see this.
And people are hospitable.
Yes.
First and foremost, Turkey does not have a racism issue like the George Floyd event happened in the United States.
Hopefully.
It's open-armed. People, they don't have any prejudice in terms of culture, and they will feel at home.
Yes.
And actually, Africa, especially for Africans, they are soccer players, and because they are, coming as a guest, Turkish people have sympathy over Africans. Don't you feel that way?
Yes, of course, yes. And we really love to learn more about different cultures. We are just wondering about, wow, it's different. We can just learn more.
Exactly.
And just try to learn about their foods, their culture, why they are doing this, or why they are just wearing this.
Exactly.
We are just curious. We are just curious as people. And we are really warm people. And we just welcome all kind and all cultures to our countries. And as we know, at the Ottoman Empire, we just lived more than 15 years with different cultures and religions. Yes, and so don't worry about this, and just come here, and yes.
And the food, what do you think about the food? Was there any problem in the food? The culture or the climate? Were you able to adapt to the climate and the food?
I don't think that with the climate we have a problem here because we have the 4 seasons, so it's really normal for a country. But maybe for the food, because it's different culture, maybe it will be difficult for them. But it's not so strange, I think. So they can easily adapt themselves to our foods. And there is many different restaurants, in Turkey. from every culture that they can found easily. One of their
Cuisines.
countries,
Yeah.
yes, cuisines, and the gastronomy is really widely spread here, so they don't have to worry about this.
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. So, Zehra, in terms of when a student enters and they continue, what are the challenges they can have as they continue to study? And do you also support until they finish their school, or your role is mainly in letting them enter the school? And of course, there are many scholarships, that are given from the university, from other foundations, from the government, from different institutions. But how is the support system continuing for international students? Like for yourself over the 4 years, what were your support opportunities?
We just, as an association, we only do the registration parts of the students.
Perfect.
But they can just every universities have an international office in order to be in service of foreign students.
Yes.
So they have to just to go there and just ask for help in any needs, And I think that there will be no problem after asking for help here.
Because mostly they provide dormitories, they have options,
of course,
they have
yes,
private houses
of course.
dormitories, and the food and the transportation, all of them can be provided. And for students, they also provide a special badge where you get discounts in many places in Turkey for tourism, for museums, for any activities you want to have.
Yes, it's really good. And I want to mention about part. Which is, I was personally, I was a little bit afraid when I came here because I'm a Turkish, of course, but it's my country too. But I was just afraid because of what I lived in France, because I was every time criticized, why you just choose this religion, or it's really, I had many bad, experiences here, and I was just wondering if the same things happen here, but really there is no chance for to have this here, to see this here. So it is really different here, and you can just feel the freedom everywhere here. So don't worry, I want to say.
And freedom of religion is the core of Turkish society. I was looking at the churches, house churches in Istanbul and other places where they, in their African language, where they can do all of their, all of their prayers in their language from Uganda. So whether you're a Christian or Jewish or Muslim or Hindu, you all have option to practice your religion freely, and you will never be judged in Turkey, which is very important.
Yes, hopefully yes.
And not for what you wear, what you think, and as long as you're peaceful, you don't take someone else's right, you don't take in your hands arms and then try to kill people or things like that, crazy things. This is a free country, open and welcoming all of our international students and teachers as well.
Yes. Yes, I can just say something.
Please.
We have to know, it's really sad, but some of the students just ask me, he's just living in England. He just asked me, could you just give me information about Turkey, because what we hear on the media are really different about what we are saying right now. Because he say, we know Turkey are the terrorist countries. They know they sing today to other terrorist country in Turkey.
Crazy.
So it's crazy. They just think that I'm from another. He just say I'm Christian, so maybe I will be just harmed by others and just be judged with, from others. But there is no chance for this here, because we just tolerate everyone and we just welcome every culture and religion here. Yes.
Thank you, Zehra. This is a very important point.
Yeah.
And finally, as Natural TV, we're broadcasting to more than 900 million people in more than 40 countries. And Africa is in our heart. And we're trying to support with technology shows. I have 5 technology news, with education, with study in Turkey, with health, World Health News, and with business, idea to business. And we have also programs with TRT World, really bringing the top-notch, opportunities for our, honored viewers in Africa. And also honorable guests like yourself are giving very important information. What do you think about Natural TV as the only television channel which is going in French and English to Africa. And what do you think about our show, Study in Turkey?
Okay, you know, this is really important to give information about Turkey in Africa because there is a big need here and there is a big lack. So I think, you know, you are doing a big project for this, you know, continent, and you are playing an important place here. And, you know, with your help, we can just, we are here in order to, you know, explain and just give information about education in Turkey. And thank you for this opportunity again.
Thank you,
and
sir.
we just believe that in a short time, this channel will be watched and just be researched with, by everyone and to get more information, to know more about Turkey, and it will strengthening our relation with Africa.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Zehra. I really appreciate your time.
Yes, thank you
And
so much.
before closing, if you have any other remarks for our African viewers about ISSA, anything you want to make a call, the camera is available for you. And after what you want to say, we will close the show.
Okay, I just want to say to the foreign students in Africa to come here and to see by yourself these beautiful countries and the positive aspects of my wonderful countries. And we are just every time here in order to help you and to give service in all areas for education especially. And you know, words will not be enough to express the beauties of this country. So just come here and experience it by yourself.
Thank you.
Thank you.
ZEHRA ULUBAŞ, it was an honor to host you at SIT, Study in Turkey. Looking forward to doing other programs together, hopefully.
We hope to. It was a great opportunity, a good pleasure for us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for giving me this chance to
Thank
be
you,
here.
Zehra. We are honored that you gave your time with us. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of SIT, Study in Turkey. I'm your host, Dr. Yavuz Selim SILAY. As I promised you, I'm bringing people from all walks of life and providing you different options about teaching and learning in Turkey. So ZEHRA ULUBAŞ from ISSA, the International Students Affairs, Student Services Affairs, she was with us today and she's coordinating Africa. You're welcome to call our numbers, send us WhatsApp messages, and we'll be happy to support you so you can live your dream of education in Turkey. Take care and all the best. All the good things will happen to you if you focus on your education. So make sure to focus on your education. Take care. Bye.